Alright, what's up guys, it's KOSDFF here, and today I'm going to be talking about something I like to call initiative. Now before we get into that, I want to give a quick shout out to Espresso TK. He's supplied me with the gameplay for this video. If you don't know, I'm currently moving into the TK house. Everything I own's in boxes and everything's kind of in shambles, and I haven't had a whole lot of time to record and things like that. But huge shout out to him. All of his links will be in the description. Definitely go check him out. So today, honestly, I'm going to be talking about something a lot of you will probably think is fairly simple, and that's the word initiative. Now, I'm going to be talking about this in a couple different contexts. The first thing I'm going to be talking about is a team-based scenario, like Team Kaliber or any other of your favorite teams, because hopefully a lot of you watching, or all of you, are interested in one day joining a team like Team Kaliber to help grow your YouTube channels or streams or designs or whatever you're doing, and also to generally be a part of something bigger than yourself. Now, this will bleed into the second context I want to talk about, and that's being a small YouTuber and how having just a driving force or an initiative in growing your channel from now until forever can really help and can almost guarantee you a certain moderate success overall. I'm going to be talking about that in a couple different examples involving myself and the team. And pretty much what's brought on this video or this topic for me to discuss is, if you guys were watching Twitter yesterday, hopefully you weren't, and you were having fun with your families at Christmas and things like that. But if you were, because you're addicted to Twitter as I am, you might have noticed that some words were exchanged, some tweets were exchanged between me and an ex-member of Team Kaliber who was unhappy with the team, the direction it was going, and just overall unhappy and decided to leave. Now, I'm going to tell you 100% the only reason why he left and isn't still here, and the reason why all those tweets went back and forth was a lack of communication. 100% due to lack of initiative of getting that communication. A lot of it based on the player. But I'm not really going to be talking about him too much. I'm going to be talking about another player, because obviously after that spurted up, we had a team meeting, and I got to hear from some other members from the team. And it really led me to see just a complete lack of initiative overall, not on, what they were doing or how they were, pretty much anything they were doing with their own channels, but just a lack of initiative of getting things done with the team. Because the team does have a lot to offer, as hopefully one day you'll figure out, because you'll join someone's team or our team. You'll find out that a team really offers a world of different things you can use to help grow your channel, and a whole lot of networking opportunities, and literally a treasure chest of things small YouTubers need. And hopefully you'll get on one of those teams, because trust me, growing a channel with a team based around you to help support you and being a part of something else, much easier than doing it by yourself. Trust me, been there. All right. So basically, we had a player. I'm going to give you a little bit of a background story. We had a player come at us that uploads daily on his channel and streams daily on his stream that complained of a lack of support from Team Kaliber. He said that he's been supporting Team Kaliber for a year. He's been uploading videos daily and streaming daily on his channels and his streams, and that was such a massive contribution that he felt it wasn't mutually beneficial to him to be on TK, since TK was showing a lack of support. Now, we'll address the lack of support first. One of the things he said, is he wasn't getting tweeted out, he wasn't getting likes, wasn't getting all these things, that he expected the team to provide. But the number one problem was when I asked him, had he reached out to Chris or Mother, who runs our Twitter, which everyone knows, or if he had reached out to other players in the network, or reached out to me, which he hadn't, or any other managers, to have his woes addressed and hopefully to help him, get the things that he wanted, his answer was no. That he kind of expected the team to just do it. And I will tell you, boom, right there. Example number one, you have to have initiative. Even in a team-based scenario, in life and business and almost everything, people aren't just going to come do stuff for you, no matter what. If not because they don't know, it's just because, they're not going to do it unless you ask them. You can't expect things, even in a team-based scenario. A team is only what you make it. And the opportunities available there, you do have to seize. To be tweeted out by whoever runs your team's Twitter or your Twitter or whatever, you got to message them and say, hey, can you tweet this out? Or, hey, I'm doing this, can you tweet this out? He hadn't done any of those things. Now, he eventually realized that what I was talking about was true, that, you really can't expect those things. You really do have to show initiative and go out there and make sure that the people that control these assets and can make these things happen for you know that you want them. And believe it or not, it's widespread across our entire team for the most part, and especially over the last year, as Team Kaliber, as you might have noticed, has gone through quite a lot of roster changes, and this all has nothing to do with the pro team. I'm talking about all about, the YouTube streaming side of Team Kaliber and the design, editing, stuff like that. And it's just been kind of, a lot of people think that, because you're on the team and you're contributing, that likes and retweets and stream shout outs and all these things should just come rolling in without you having to lift a finger. This is a crazy idea, a self-entitled idea that is just ego-based, and it's just kind of insane to think about. But he eventually agreed that you have to reach out for these things, and that's the only way to make them happen, even in a team-based scenario. So the initiative there, but also another thing he complained about was that it wasn't mutually beneficial to him because he was making videos every day and streaming every day. For him, to be on Team Kaliber, because Team Kaliber wasn't doing these things that he was complaining about, and that also came to what was his actual contribution. And this is kind of my call to everybody watching this video, whether you're a YouTuber or you're in business. Don't ever lose sight of what's realistic. Measure yourself realistically compared to others, and don't ever let your own ego, pride, or ambition get in the way of being able to accurately summarize the situation. Now, someone that's uploading at this player's size, uploading every day and streaming every day on his own channel, contributes very little besides awareness about Team Kaliber. Now, he said that he had been contributing a lot, and eventually I did kind of convince him that he wasn't, although he was spreading awareness and being a full member of the team, wasn't exactly contributing. I mean, he wasn't uploading to our channel and streaming on our MLG channel to kind of spread, to be able to do his contributions. There's a lot of contributors at Team Kaliber. A lot of people that dedicate ridiculous amounts of time and assets and videos and just anything they can think of to make Team Kaliber work. With the only thing coming back is just, being a part of TK and having that kind of support system. Now, eventually I told them, to realistically look at yourself and say how much you really are contributing. Before you going out and saying you deserve this or you deserve that, or someone should have helped you here, or this person should like that, or this person has this many subs, they should be helping everybody, and they don't, without ever communicating with them, I don't think he accurately summarized his own situation. And, it's hard to say to a team member, and it's hard to say in this video because it does sound kind of cold. But the whole point is if you're going to contribute to a team, simply growing yourself, besides spreading some awareness, doesn't really do much for the bottom line of the team, for where the team wants to go with creating its content and building its fan base to spread to the members and doing all that stuff. Now, he didn't want to upload to the channel. He didn't want to stream on our MLG channel. Which severely limits a team's ability to promote you. It's easiest able to promote you on its own channel and its MLG channel to spread that stuff, because it's hard to get non-fans of you to go over to your stuff and check you out. It's easier to have fans of TK check you out on TK. I do the same thing with TrollArk. Rather than having all my YouTube friends and buddies try to get people from their channels to go over to mine, I go upload to TrollArk. People that are fans of TrollArk like my videos there and eventually make their way to my channel. Moreover, back to accurately summarizing your own contribution realistically when compared to the full operation of the team and adding to its bottom line, before you go on saying you're contributing a bunch, you have to remain realistic. Well, this could apply at work as well. Everyone knows here at Team Kaliber that we're an esports organization. We're a business that works in bringing in sponsorship dollars and other revenue streams to be able to afford to expand our brand. We have a large amount of expenses, from sending our pro teams to all these events, hotels, our team house, jerseys, products. It all costs money. Copyrights, trademarks, these are all things, filing LLCs, these are all things that cost money. And basically, I had to say to this player that, compared to that, what does your contribution actually equal? The answer is nothing. Really. To say in this scenario that it's not mutually beneficial for you to just grow your own channel and be a part of the team versus what actually adds to our bottom line and to our operation and being able to continue to grow, it's kind of crazy. But that doesn't matter. We all hope that our YouTube and streams will one day be on par with our esports side, but the thing is it has to start somewhere. It's got to start at some point where, it's got to grow, and we're okay with that. We don't care about our small YouTubers' numbers members and how much they bring to the team and their contribution. We just want them to start so that one day it could equal something and there could be some growth. But do not make the grave mistake of overestimating your own contribution to your organization, team, or your work without, looking at the reality of the situation, so that you don't burn bridges or come off as someone that's ungrateful or thinks that they're working harder than everyone else. You have to remain realistic. That's called being a grown-up. Now, this is all was eventually understood, and honestly just came from a lack of initiative. And someone, that has to show something more than just doing what they would have normally done without it. You do have to go out there and grab opportunities. You have to make things happen for yourself. No one cares more about you and your YouTube channel or your career more than you. Literally. Maybe your mom. Probably not. You care the most, and literally everyone else, same thing with them. They're worried about their own stuff. Now, people are open to networking and liking and making a support system, but you have to have initiative. You have to reach out and create these things for yourself. You have to develop your own relationships. Now, this kind of bleeds into my talk about being a small YouTuber and how to grow and different things like that. Is we deal with quite a lot of small YouTubers at TK. When we started the team, and even to this day, we don't seek to only bring on large YouTubers, people that are already established. We tried to make some YouTubers. Actually, the YouTuber that left the other day, we picked up from an RC, and he had 0 subscribers and 0 followers. Still felt that he was being misfairly treated and wasn't being equally compensated, I guess, for all of his dedication to the team. But again, I'm thinking it's stemming from not having a realistic view of yourself and your situation. But a lot of it, we're going to go ahead and continue to just talk about small YouTubers. Now, being a small YouTuber, I feel you. It's hard. It's not easy. It's not something that comes overnight, and it takes years of grinding your ass off with very little return. And for me, that was 3 years of daily uploads on 2 different channels and getting maybe 1,000 views at most per video. Peanuts in the long run, almost nothing in totem. Now, this took initiative to upload daily. I tell this to a lot of people that if you're growing a channel, you have to at least upload daily in some moniker or degree to be able to even have a chance at growing a channel. But it took initiative to keep doing that. But really what happened during those 3 years is I did a lot of work for other YouTubers. Did a lot of networking. A lot of it was based on things I could do for other people because, they're not going to do stuff for me. I'm a nobody. I'm a random. So I had to do a lot of stuff for a lot of other people with nothing coming back. And that was my way of networking, meeting the people I had to meet, developing relationships and all that stuff. So that when it came to a decision I made about a year ago, I had overwhelming support from these people that had respect for me for not, being that small YouTuber mindset. Well, I know you all know what I'm talking about. They think they deserve everything and hate everybody that has, more success than them. And if there's something wrong with YouTube or everyone else, that they're doing whatever they're doing is perfect. Small YouTuber mindset, it's an absolute plague. And if you know anybody have it, please point it out to them and tell them to grow the fuck up. But what basically happened is a year ago, after uploading for 3 years, I realized my channel wasn't doing shit. So I decided to change my content. Initiative. Not sitting there and expecting YouTube or viewership to change and people eventually finding my content entertaining. I decided that I wanted to entertain. I wanted to get more views, subs, and likes, and different things like that because I became addicted to watching my channel grow. I decided to switch over from Let's Plays on Minecraft entirely for 3 years to completely no Minecraft and switching completely over to Call of Duty and comedy and trolling and all that stuff. And I saw instantly a definite increase in subscribers and views and things like that. But really, I went back to call on a few relationships that really helped me grow. Now, one thing I'm going to say is shout-outs. Don't go looking for them. They don't do shit. Same thing with likes. They don't do shit either. They really don't do shit now. They don't even go to feeds, but they really didn't do shit either before. So don't spend your time burning relationships and trying to act like and trying to ask people for them because people don't like being asked for them. For the most part, they don't. Just because they're usually, I haven't talked to you in a while, but here, like my video type situation. I would generally skew away from doing that. The point of you doing whatever you're doing is the relationship formed and not the instant gains, the short-term things that you see back for whatever effort you expelled. It's not about that at all. Right now, the best way to grow your channel fastly and get subscribers that want to watch your content is upload to a YouTube channel or community channel that uploads similar content to yours. Everyone knows I upload to Troll Arc. Well, people, all those favors I've been doing for Jimmy. And, I had started out running Team Kaliber. I was general manager for that, and I had made a whole bunch of videos for him, some of his Easter eggs, things like that. Just generally been working with him on a lot of different things that really kind of netted me nothing in the short term, except for this great relationship with this guy who I can call nowadays one of my best friends, a great business associate, and someone that I highly regard as one of the most respectful people on YouTube. But it led to him uploading my videos to Trollark, and that is 100% the reason my channel is where it is. Not from any shout-outs, not from any help from any big YouTubers, besides, Jimmy uploading my videos to Trollark, which pretty much anybody can do if you have quality content. A lot of non-big YouTubers get uploaded there that don't know Jimmy at all, or Chaotic Silencer. So, just basically, I changed my content, and my content brought in the subs from Trollark. And a lot more initiative based on making my content better and better and better. And as soon as I was done making that content, networking to promote that content, and it never stopping. All day, every day for the last year, it's been a constant grind to grow my channel and take advantage of the boom that I'm currently dealing with. I also want to kind of give another example. I'm not the only person that's done this. I started off with me because you guys can actually see this evidence. Go see that video where I said I'm not going to do Minecraft anymore, and look at the view increase by just going back and looking at my videos. Believe it or not, I have over friggin' 1,000 of them on this channel, and only like 1/4 of them have any decent views. There's another person I don't even know. He's just a professional acquaintance with another professional acquaintance of mine. His name is That King Nappy, or the King Nappy. The King Nappy. He used to do kind of Minecraft videos and rap videos and parodies and all different types of stuff here at the Yoush Network. And one day, he decided to switch over to Pokemon. Now, I do believe he got some help from a large Pokemon YouTuber, started playing with them. But from me checking out his channel, for the most part, it seems like he switched his content into something that people liked, that he was good at making, and he's great at making it. For the subs he has, his views are insane. I'm telling you, that homie, killing it. So, it's not something that people don't do. Just like people in their careers in real life, some people change careers 5 times after they graduate college throughout their life. It happens on YouTube too. I've changed my content in the last year too, beyond changing to trolling and comedy. If you haven't noticed, I've kind of stopped doing nothing but trolling. I've moved a lot to doing a lot of comedy stuff, a lot of skit stuff, a lot of other games besides Call of Duty. Again, that was all a very conscious change of mine so that I could balance out my content from being all trolling to more comedy and, a little bit of trolling, because that shit's funny. Let's face it, that shit's funny. I think it's funny. I'm glad to see that most of you do too. So this is something that a lot of people have. Now, small YouTubers, like I said earlier, the networking thing. Networking is something a small YouTuber in general sucks at. And that they want instant returns, instant, appreciation, and all these things. Well, I'm going to tell you that'll never work for you. You'll never make any friends. You'll never make, friends with any larger YouTubers or people that can help you, or business people, sponsorships, people that work in networks. You'll never do that. Is expecting everything right away. A lot of it's a lot of hard work and doing things for others selflessly for no reason. Which I've made quite a hobby of here at Team Kaliber. But, literally just being out there and trying to do things to meet people and network. Not expecting likes, not expecting all these things back. If they like it, that's great. Won't do shit. But, it's just literally those little things that you value over what's really important, and that's the relationship you build with that person. Now, this also leads to what I talked about in the very beginning of this video, is initiative. You can't expect these people to just come up to you. Believe it or not, trust me, you take the first step, you take the first dive, you actually make an initiative, conscious choice to go do these things, you'll have a lot more success. And a lot of what I was talking about earlier is a lot of these people were complaining about larger YouTubers on Team Kaliber not helping them. And again, I asked them, have you ever messaged them? You have a relationship with them? You ever networked with them? Done something for them to kind of, introduce yourself and see that, you're not just trying to use them type thing, even if you are. Have you done any of this? The answer, of course, was no. No initiative. Whereas you can't sit there and complain about anything if you haven't lifted a finger to get any of it done. I literally told that, the people I was talking to straight up. That's literally the truth. Fuck opinions. Fuck what you might think is, your due rights. Let's look at it at a realistic point of view of what your actual value is. You as a person. Not you as a person. You as a business associate to somebody else. Unless you're a large YouTuber and have more subs than them, most likely you're going to have to go to that other person. Trust me, take that first step. It'll open a whole new world of opportunity on YouTube and just in real life. So again, it's just a lot of the stuff I wanted to talk about, just kind of based on initiative, and team-based things, just a whole general, I like to call the small YouTuber mindset, but just people in general that are trying to grow up, on YouTube or trying to grow their business and just general are young and are getting used to things and trying to figure out where they work in this world. Try some initiative. Next time you're going to complain about something, go look and see if you did anything. And if you did do something, do more. And then if that fails, then maybe go complain. But don't ever complain or be unhappy or do any of these things when you haven't lifted a finger to help yourself. No one's going to help you unless you help yourself. I mean, you have to do that. You can't just sit there and expect things to come to you, regardless of how much you're doing. And even if you're doing a whole bunch of stuff from someone else, you got to let them know. You got to tell them that you're doing these things. Initiative. Now, a lot of, what I'm talking about, this might sound like a self-righteous rant about how, people need to work harder or, do more things if they're going to expect things back. But no, I really wanted to kind of talk to you about this, just to spread general knowledge that no matter what you're doing, someone else out there is doing it more and better, and that you really can't expect anyone to help you in this world at all without you trying to help yourself first. Showing some kind of initiative, taking that first step, that first giant leap, diving into a situation you might not be comfortable with, do it. Trust me, most of the time, or at least in the long run, you'll have some positive returns. Thank you for watching my extremely long commentary. I just kind of wanted to talk about, all this stuff, because, managing Team Kaliber, I do run in a lot of this kind of stuff. And I'm hoping that some of them watch the video, and if not, some other people watch the video and get a little something out of it. Maybe just upping the grind a little bit, trying a little harder. I constantly keep myself in here. I'll leave you at this point. I'm going to do kind of like a Jerry Springer final thoughts type thing. All right, so the next time you're talking to another YouTuber or a friend about your YouTube channel or your stream or how many followers you've gotten on Twitter or how well this video did or how well you're doing on your YouTube channel or a business or your business deal or anything else, a school group project, before you go talking about how great you've done and blah, 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 and how you didn't get something back in return that you had expected. Some kind of shortcoming that because you did all this stuff, you should have gotten this, you should have gotten that. I'm going to leave you with this thought. Work fucking harder. And I don't say that to belittle your accomplishments or anything like that, is that if you continue, no matter how hard you work or whatever you accomplish, to never stop being hungry, as it were, and just keep working hard as fuck and have an initiative in everything you do, trust me, it'll work out. Eventually, you'll get your due compensation, or what goes around comes around, karma, whatever you want to call it. One of the few things I believe in is karma. And then eventually it'll happen. I will tell you that route, working hard and continuing to do you and showing initiative and continuing to do everything to the best of your ability, will work better than, it won't necessarily work, but it will work better than any other type of response you could have. Whether it's sitting back and waiting for it to happen, or, well, I'm not going to do this for that person if this is not going to come back to me, blah, 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 blah. All those other scenarios, they all have a percentage of failure that's almost certain. The other way that I'm talking about, working hard and doing all this stuff and just continuing to try to be better and work harder than anybody else, that right there is the key to success in just about anything you're doing. Now, that might be kind of obvious, but believe it or not, most people don't do it. Most people don't. I'm telling you, majority. I'm talking like fucking 70% of the people on this planet rather sit back, work less, earn less money, have less everything, do blah, 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 and nothing wrong with that. But if you're one of those people that want to go straight to the top and grow as fast as you can or do anything as to the best of your ability, just work harder. Whatever you're doing now, not enough. Tell yourself that. I tell myself that all the time. It's a motivating factor. No matter how good I'm doing, I want to do better. Now, I did a lot of talking about small YouTubers, and this relates to me too, because trust me, compared to Vanoss or PewDiePie, I'm a tiny YouTuber. I'm just as small to them as someone with 1K is to me. So there's always room to grow. And you can't ever forget that could be you, and if you want to get there, it's going to take so much fucking hard work that you can't think about it all at once. But if that's happening to you, you're at least on your way. Thanks for listening to my stupid commentary video. Thanks for watching. The next video you'll see from me, I'll probably be in the TK house. So, peace. Oh, go sub and check out EspressoTK, because he's the homie for giving me this gameplay because my Xbox is packed. Peace.